Welcome to this wet fish film odyssey, where you dive in the Cathedral, Playa Chica, Lanzarote Island, Spain, with Safari Dive. It's a very well-known dive for a good reason. It's teeming with a broad range of underwater life and scenery, and believe me, it's world class. There is a long swim out from the beach at Playa Chica. The holidaymakers are enjoying all the delights of a beach. Sun, warm breeze, everything it has to offer, with little or no idea what is a few metres away. After leaving the initial beach with its rocky plateau, you inevitably swim over another submerged sandy beach, and then you reach what would have been a cliff edge around 10 to 12,000 years ago in the last ice age. It literally is a sheer cliff with caves and cutbacks of volcanic rock. Caves and edges like this only form when they are above the water, so the origins of these caves and cliffs are well known when lower sea levels dominated this latitude of the northern hemisphere of our planet. It would have been, in climate terms, temperate, much like Northern Europe is today. We are starting to arrive at the sheer edge. We are now in about 15 metres of water, warm and clear, and a sheer delight to be underwater. We are now on what would have been the wild cliff edge in the Ice Age, full of nesting seabirds, a crazy place to be. But we just hover in mid-water, just like we're in space. And scuba diving used to be named inner space at one time. The bottom of the cliff is the ocean abyss, as Lanzarote is on the mid-Atlantic volcanic fault, surrounded by thousands of metres of blue water. I spot an angel shark basking in the sunlight. Normally they're a nighttime ambush predator and bury themselves in the soft sand, waiting for their prey to pass over. They would then grab and devour them in a split second. It's about 6 feet long, and it only moves off as a diver moves across the top of it. seeing the diver as a threat. Just a reminder, they are a protected species by Spanish law, so divers are not allowed to interfere with them at all. It's a wonder and delight to see them out in the daytime, and a spectacular start to the dive. You may be wondering what we're all wanting to see at the start of the cliff edge cave system. You'll see shortly. Marble at the walls covered in a myriad of different coloured and species of sponge. Debora Colombo is signalling us to come in and have a look. I take the opportunity to move in. Wow! A huge club-tipped anemone and a couple of scarlet cleaning shrimp. It's massive, about 10 times the size of its UK cousin species, and brightly coloured. But don't be fooled, this is an apex predator. You land on it or brush it and you're trapped. It encloses you and digests you to make its living and survive. I think you'll agree it's a fantastic start to the dive, but wow, what there is to come, you won't believe. There is a broad range of fish species, as we will see, including this ornate wrasse. It brightens up the cave, and it is always on the lookout for any food you just might disturb. I've just been asked how much air I have left in my cylinder, and I signal back 150 bar. That's 3/4 of a cylinder. You can always tell an attentive instructor. They're the ones ambling along with their arms folded, watching everybody else. Meet Debora. Don't be alarmed, the noise is just a boat and its outboard motor racing along on the surface above us. The entrance to the Cathedral cave. Sit back in your seat and prepare now to be astounded by its sheer beauty and awe. It's vast and deep and incredibly tall, but like a cathedral, it's bright and stunningly beautiful. There is lots of natural light that only fades as you arrive at the back of the cave. A light or lighting system is a must. As I keep my eye on my buddy, we are diving on single cylinders, so no backup for emergencies. And now is not the time to have faults or problems. Relax, breathe easy and take your time, and enjoy the pure beauty of the whole of the cave system. Like entering a cathedral, it can be a very soul-awakening experience. Every millimetre of rock is covered in brightly coloured sponges and a broad range of species and types. It's truly breathtaking. And as you can witness, absolutely vast. It makes you feel like an ant on the surface, tiny and truly insignificant. As I arrive in the back of the cave, I am presented with cardinal fish. How apt in a cathedral. This is a true nighttime dweller. It has enormous black eyes for seeing at night. In the day, it stays out of the way of predators. The male is one of those fish that keeps its young in its mouth until they are ready to fend for themselves. If it's not well fed prior to this commitment, it can actually starve to death in the process. A true sacrifice for a cardinal, wouldn't you agree? And there you have it, the Cathedral cave in all its glory. We are the only two divers left inside the cave. We're enjoying this lone moment. It's an amazing thing to do, just you and your buddy. To the walls, to the roof, and everywhere you look is bright and glorious sponges. It is truly amazing the sheer quantity of life clinging to these walls. We're back in the entrance and it's almost time to leave the cathedral. You can almost shed a tear. It's that good. I just have to turn and take one last look. All too soon our bottom time is moving on. That is always true in diving. We humans are not disposed to underwater life. Now outside there is a huge overhang and shelf. The drama of the ocean is not lost on me, and as though it couldn't get any better, a huge grouper, an apex predator resting on a rock. Unfortunately, I disturb it unintendedly, as it sees me as a threat. Size matters to this fish, and off it goes deeper into this part of the cave system for protection from me. As we leave the caves, the swallow-tailed sea perch in vast quantities appears, living on the edge between the deep ocean and the sea cave itself. We have only left the cave seconds, and we meet a gigantic shoal of Azores chromis, protection in numbers and all looking for food. It's at this point I realise I'm now on my own, distracted by the fish. It doesn't take long to get back on track and I rejoin the group. You can see to my left the ancient beach and shoreline from the Ice Age, down at 60 metres. Breathtaking, which in diving is not the best idea. Here, a Madeira rockfish, another night dweller and predator. You can tell this by its huge eyes. As we now move back along the top of the cave, but now from the outside, you can see our air escaping the cave below. Thankfully, as trapped air would mean no water for life, and that is the one thing we definitely don't want to leave behind. Just look at the amazing colours and patterns on the flounder's upper body. This makes hiding in plain sight really easy. It almost looks the same as the sand it's swimming across. As fast as divers are leaving the cave system of Cathedral, other divers are turning up. I think this probably happens almost all day long in the daylight hours. As we arrive into shallower water, the reef is alive with smaller species of fish, all busy trying to feed and produce the next generation. In diving, it's not often you get an opportunity for a close and detailed look at a trumpetfish. This one was so obliging and such a huge specimen. As you can see, we're still above the caves, with the air percolating through the rock. Blue damselfish were almost everywhere, a constant companion on the whole of the dive. We're now heading back across the sand to the beach reef. It's been a spectacular journey so far. Let's see what else there is to see. That feeling when you're just about reaching being too late and air has to go from your diving life jacket, which we also call a buoyancy aid, or as we say, BCD, buoyancy compensator device. Now is not the time for an uncontrolled ascent. We need to decompress. More importantly, we need to see what other life there is down here and have fun. I can't think of a better place to be and decompress. Clear, warm and lots of life to see. How cool is that? You'd think it was my first dive. If only that were true. And I could do it all again. I would. Whenever I see a group of divers stopped and looking, I have to investigate. Wouldn't you? I had an inkling what they were looking at near the big anchor. You'll see in a moment. I think I'd better turn round and have a look and see what they're all interested in. Just as I'd thought, a seahorse, one of the rarest animals in this environment. Absolutely incredible, looking right back at me. To be fair, they aren't the most gregarious of sea creatures. One of my fellow divers was struggling to see what we were all interested in, so in the end I just took my camera away and pointed right at the seahorse to give him the opportunity to see it for himself. The seahorse has provided us the opportunity for us all to do our safety stops, being in 6 meters of water. This means we are now clear and ready to surface, so off we go back to the entry point and the beach. As you can see as we do, there are people doing trio dives and training as we go past. This was Wetfish Film Odyssey, diving the Cathedral, with thanks to Safari Dive, Lanzarote, and my buddy. Music by Dan Hennig and Everett Elmond. I am Tony Howells, filmmaker. I hope you've enjoyed watching this film as much as I did diving and making it, and I hope you want to protect our home, this planet, as much as I do.